Hello, this is 8-2. We're going to get into how do we factor polynomials by using their greatest common factor, which we learned how to find in 8-1. Now, remember the distributive property, which we learned a while ago, says that if we have a number times either a sum or a difference in parentheses, so like a times b plus c, we can distribute that a, and that would be the same thing as a times b plus a times c. Now what we're doing with factoring is kind of going backwards from the distributive property. So we're starting out with the AB plus AC and getting it back to A times B plus C in parentheses. Okay, so factoring is kind of the reversing of the distributive property. So here's how we do it. First of all, when I'm given a polynomial, I want to take each thing here. Hold on a second. And first of all, just factor it like we did in 8-1. Okay, so 8x to the third, if that's prime factorization, would be 2 times 2 times 2 times x times x times x. And then 4x squared would be 2 times 2 and x times x. And 16x would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times x. So then I want to look for the greatest common factor among those three. Now I gotta have, remember, I need to have like 2's here. I have 3 of them, so that's going to give me 1, 2 in the GCF. And then I have another set here of 3, so it's going to give me another 2. And then I have a set of x's here. So the GCF of all 3 of these is 4x. So once I figure out what the GCF is, that's what I'm going to factor out of each one. So it goes in front. Okay, and then if I take out a 4x from 8x to the third, you can see here I have 2x squared left over. Now if I take a 4x out of 4x squared, all I have is x. And if I take a 4x out of 16x, I just have 4. Okay, so that would be that polynomial in factored form. Okay, let's look at another one here. So we got 2x squared, so that's going to be 2 times x, and then I got 4, so it's going to be 2 times 2. So it looks like the GCF here is just going to be 2. So 2 goes out front. When I take 2 away from x squared, I just have x squared. And when I take a 2 out of 4, I have 2. So that would be the factored form of that polynomial. Now if they start with a negative sign here, we could take out a -1 first. Okay, so we'd have -1 out front, and then we have 14x minus, or plus I should say, plus 12x squared. Okay, so now let's factor the 14x and the 12x squared. 14x is 2 times 7 times x, and this is 2 times 2 times 3 times x times x. So their GCF, looks like I got a pair of 2's and a pair of x's. So their GCF is 2x. So if I bring that out front, remember I already have that -1 out there, so those two are going to get times together. And if I take a 2x out of 14x, I just have 7. And if I take a 2x out of 12x squared, I have 6x. So then, -1 times 2x is -2x. and then I have 7 plus 6x. So if you see ones like that where they're both negative, okay, it starts with, actually they don't have to be negative, just we start with a negative there, we can factor out a -1. Okay, another one here to look at. So again, I want to factor these. So this is going to be 3 times x times x times x. 2x squared is 2 times x times x. And then I got 10, which is 2 times 5. Okay, well, no common factors. So if there's no common factors, we just say cannot be factored. Because when there's no GCF, it's a 1, remember, and factoring a 1 out of here isn't going to change anything. So it's already factored as much as it can be. Okay? So that's what we're going to start with, just some basic factoring out GCFs from polynomials. Let me know if you have any questions tomorrow.